Dreamscape presents Sleigh All Day by Gina Lamanna, narrated by Suzie Althens. Chapter 1. Kate, honey, wake up. I'm awake now, Mom. What is it? I sat up in bed and squinted at the clock. It's 1:30 in the morning. Is it Jane? What happened? I leaped out of bed and rushed into the hallway, skidding with the effort of moving while still half asleep. I pounded Jane's door open to see if my sister was in her room. What's going on, Kate? Jane flew into a seated position in bed. If I had a gun, I'd have shot you. Why are you barging in here in the middle of the night? What happened to Jane? My mother shouted over the phone. Something happened to Jane, too? Sorry, I muttered to Jane. Go back to sleep. False alarm. You need a vacation, Jane snapped back at me. For Pete's sake, I also need to start locking my door. I closed Jane's door behind me and slunk back to my room. My heart was pounding. Usually, phone calls in the night weren't good news, especially considering that I had a career as a homicide detective. So, most of the time, phone calls after midnight meant someone was dead. What happened to Jane? My mom sounded worried. Is she home? Yes, fast asleep in the bed, I said. Well, now she's awake because I stormed the door. Do you want to tell me what's going on? I didn't say anything, my mom said, sounding a little defensive. I just said, Hi, honey, wake up. So, this is just a social call in the middle of the night? You owe me a week of free coffees for this heart attack situation. It's your father. What about Dad? Well, he never came home tonight. I hesitated for a moment. It had been over 20 years since my mother had uttered any such phrase. They hadn't lived together since before his stint in prison, which began when I was 5. It took me a moment to fully process the implication of it all. Usually, I was pretty quick to connect the puzzle pieces. However, when clues involved my parents, apparently, I was much slower to interpret them. How would you know that? I asked cautiously. Last I heard, the two of you weren't living together. You know, for the last few decades. My mother cleared her throat. He's been staying here, once in a while. No, Mom, I don't know. No one has kept me informed of these things. We didn't want to get your hopes up, honey.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?